Alrighty, so here we have 890B being played on Nintendo Switch. Review code courtesy of East Asia Soft. So options, not much right down to round about. We got volume, music, and sound effects. I'm going to just start the game here. So loading time isn't too long, which I do appreciate. Okay, so this plays kind of similar to your typical third-person style game, kind of like Silent Hill or Resident Evil. Says, welcome, I'm Luna. I have experience in research and development. After all problems Earth's pollution has caused, we Nesis scientists are looking for a new celestial body with similar aspects to our planet. Nice to meet you, I'm Noah. Well, before all that's happening, we used to use the calculus lab to develop new projects, but for some reason, something started to go wrong. Everyone evacuated, and evacuated not to take any risk, but I stayed to guarantee the maintenance of the equipment. The problem is that the damage was big and the energy network is permanently damaged, which means there's not much to do until energy returns. What can I do to help? Feel free to explore the Feel free to explore and familiarize yourself with the place. So, this play is typical to your third-person horror adventure game. The game is good. I like the varying different gameplay mechanics that it does introduce. I think it's very unique. But the game, for what I played of it, it pretty much holds your hand through the entire game. I wish it was less linear, less of a straight line, and more of a freedom to kind of explore. So the way it holds your hand is it gives you, so when you get an objective, so you're right now you're supposed to explore the area. You have these cubes you have to go up to, and these cubes trigger a dialogue or some kind of event to happen. That's the power box. Here's where the power cables are. Here's another box. Florida. I could never have imagined that such a wonderful state could become so desolate and lifeless. I wish I could go back to the past and remember how beautiful life was. Do you remember what it was like to hear the sound of the rain without the fear of dust cloud it would rise? With the dust cloud. How animals and nature interacted, forming diverse ecosystems? Sadly, that is long gone. Hopefully we can find a new home soon enough. There's a lot of boxes here. Maybe they'll be useful in the near future. Wow, this place is a mess. When I restore the power, I'll need to organize it. So, a couple of gripes, outside of the fact that it's linear, is that I'm not sure if it's an engine problem or if it's a switch problem or what, but you see how the lighting comes in and out. That's not an effect. That's the engine not being able to render that reflection properly. Same with that. With that right there. How it changes color. Yeah, that's not supposed to happen. That's an issue with the lighting, as far as I can tell. I mean, look at it. My other gripe is you can't run. You can only run when the game tells you can run. So I feel like this is like the Metroid Other M, if you will, of survival horror type games. Luna locked her room. What is she hiding in there? This door is locked. Maybe I can open it if we fix the power problem. That's my room. It's a great place. I can't imagine how much research I'll be able to. I can't imagine how much research I'll be able to do. Sadly, I can't start now because of the power. So let me see the calculus lab. If I remember correctly, it is in the end of the hallway. Why is there a head here? Strange. Great painting. Lots of books in my room. Maybe I can get some of the Harry Potter's one. I think it meant to say Harry Potter's. Harry Potter ones. Here's the calculus lab. Apparently a lot of people worked here. There must be a lot of important information on this computer, but I can't access it without energy. I think I can ask Luna about it. An empty bookshelf. Why there isn't any books here? So yes, obviously it does have some grammatical errors, but other than that, I mean, graphically it does look good. Aside from the issues it has with lighting, and it does have some grammatical errors. Does have its issues, but it is at its core a decent game. Luna, sorry to interrupt. No problem. Can you tell me about the research you're developing? Sure. As I said, we were researching a new planet that supports human life. After much research, we found out that the planet should have some requisites. Liquid water? Exactly. The planet needs to have the movements of rotation, translation, water, good distance from the sun, and many other things. My research team left everything I'm mentioning in the lab computers. I thought so, but without power, I can't access anything. Yeah, you're right. Hey, since you're here, can you help me with the energy problem? Of course. What can I do? I'll need a few things. Start by bringing me my laptop that I left in the calculus lab. Okay. So there's the start of the fetch quest. And you can't run, like I was saying, you can't run without the game telling you can run. Which is really kind of annoying. Here it is. Now let me take it to Luna. Now I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. This would be so much faster if I can just run. Ugh. I'm sorry, but that really bugs me that I can't run whenever I want to. Great. Now I'm going to reboot the power to repair the power cables. I'll need welding tools and electrical tape. It'll take 4 minutes to repair the system. Since the reboot takes an average of 5 to 6 minutes, you have a bit more than 1 minute to deliver the materials. All of them should be in the atrium. Okay, so this is where the game lets you run. Right. Press R to run, and gives you a 1 minute to get all of these materials. Nothing here. You have to go to each little square to find the freaking materials. So as you're running all over the place, so you're visiting each little square to get all of the materials. And you have a 1 minute to do it. Very good. Help me restart the power system with the computer. So this is kind of cool. This part's kind of interesting. So you have to actually input commands into the computer, which is kind of cool. Now this is also linear as well. So it gives you commands, right? So I thought, well, when I initially started playing this game, I thought, okay, I'll just do begin power restore. But no, it tells you to go from top to bottom to do each of these commands, which is kind of tedious, honestly. Because it just initiate power check. So initiate. Oops. Initiate power check. So that's kind of cool. It's also cool that you don't have to enter the commands as they sit or as they're shown. So you have to do caps when there's caps and so on and so forth, which is nice. So I gotta do flush power. Next one is check board stats. So yes, this is very gimmicky, but it is still kind of cool to see. But it's not to say it's not tedious. Run. What is it? Run security. Oops. Diagnostics. So while this is doing its thing, I also do like the music, but the music also gets repetitive because it's like when you're in a certain area, it's just a single track that replays over and over and over again. So does it? I mean, bottom line is, does this game have its issues? Yes, definitely, it has its issues. It's got repetitive music. It's got issues with translation, which is minor. You can't run whenever you want, which is really kind of irritating. It has issues with rendering lighting. But other than that, other than those things, I mean, it is a decent enough game. And I'm gonna do help again because I don't remember what the command was, and you can't scroll up either. Last command was being power restore. Okay. But all in all, do I recommend the game? I would say yes. It is a it is a decent game for what it is. Despite its flaws, it is at its core a decent game, and one I would definitely recommend checking out. Maybe on a sale, or if you can justify the price. I mean, the price isn't too bad. I definitely would suggest checking this game out if you're a fan of third-person survival horror style games that have a lot of fetch quests. This game is definitely worth checking out. And now we're restoring power. Now we gotta type in exit to actually exit the computer screen. It does take you. It seems like it reloads from the initial load when it transitions from the computer back here. Great job, Luna. Thanks. Wow, we almost ran out of time. Yeah, I was a bit worried too. Ha ha ha. Hey, I will check other parts of the building to see if everything's fine. Okay, I'll continue to see what I can do while the power is still off. Right, the power should return in a few minutes. When I get back, we will be online again. Thanks, so that's okay. So see you later. So you got 42 actual seconds to wait for the power to come back on. Ten seconds. The power should be online now. Let me check the power box. Time to power on. Great. Now I can take a look at what's inside the Calculus Labs computer. I can find what the planet requests are. I think I can find them in this computer. Microsoft loading screen. Finally, now I just need to read to the computers in my room. So I have to go back to his room. Alright, so I'm in the review here, guys. Again, bottom line, decent game. It has its issues, obviously, but it is a decent game. So I will leave a link to purchase the game in the description down below. As always, I want to thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing. Until next time, take care and happy gaming.